When you find the live stream, just type in where you're from. I'm in Texas, and I'm going to go over some things that can help you. If you are a smoker and you want to quit and you are struggling, this video is for you. This live stream is for you. I've helped a lot of people quit over the years, and I've noticed some things that can help you if you're trying to quit. So I help people quit with hypnosis, and it can feel like the way, let's see. Okay, yeah, drop me a chat. Let me see if I can see the chat. Chat filter. All messages. There we go. Okay, so just drop something into the chat, like drop where you're from. Just, I want to make sure it's working. So I hope you are doing well. If you are coming across this live, my name is Mary Richardson, and I help my clients quit smoking with hypnosis. If you are a person that has tried a few things to quit, you're frustrated, you're just so done with it, you don't even know why you still smoke, this is for you. This could potentially really be life changing for you. What I've noticed over the years is that the people that do the best with hypnosis, it doesn't force anything on you. So you have to want to quit because it does not force you to quit. It doesn't take away your free will. It doesn't, you have to want the result. So that's the first thing that you need is ask yourself 1 to 10, where are you? If 10 is wanting to quit and being smoke free, you're done with it, you're going to find a way, make it work, then 1 is, I don't want to quit. So where are you between 1 and 10? That's the first question. The next question is, why do you want to quit? So if your answer is, my wife, my daughter, my friends, my family wants me to quit, but you still love smoking and you don't want to, you can just keep scrolling because this isn't for you. This is only for people who are ready to quit for their own reasons. You might quit for your kids. That's fine. That's no problem. But if you don't want, if you're not motivated to do it for your, like, everybody wants to quit to spend more time with their family. Nobody quits for the money or the financial gains. That's a bonus, right? If you want to quit, hi, welcome, welcome. I'm going to talk about quitting smoking because I help people quit smoking. Hello, welcome. So smoking is, quitting smoking, you have to be in the right mental place. If you're a smoker, you've probably tried a few things to quit over the years that haven't worked or they haven't worked long term. Um, when people relapse, they usually, when people relapse, they usually will do it because there's something that happened in life that they weren't expecting. So it's usually something really extreme, a death in the family. They lost their job of 20 years, or they, something going on with their kids. So it's death, divorce, something with kids, something really horrendous, and that will actually um, be the reason that people relapse sometimes. Um, I say this with love, but a lot of smokers just don't have great coping skills. You can develop those though, and that's the trick of the nicotine, to make you think that you still need it. Otherwise, you won't know how to handle life. And that's a trick of the nicotine. That's just a lie. And your brain wants you to stay where things are familiar because it's comfortable. Our brains don't really like us to do things that are unfamiliar because it feels unsafe, or it feels, brain just doesn't like to go there. So, and our brain's just trying to keep us alive on the planet. But in this case, when you want to quit, you don't even know why you're smoking still. There's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of triggers. That's the first thing that I go over with people is, what are your triggers? And we go down the list and figure out That way I can customize the session all around you and why your smoking experience. Um, the next question that I get a lot from smokers through this channel is, Hannah and Lauren, welcome, welcome. I'm going to talk about quitting smoking. Um, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That's sweet. Thank you. I do have other videos that show you how to make passive income. So if you are wanting to make passive income, I hear you 100%. I've done live streams on those. You can check those out on this YouTube channel. Um, but today I'm talking about quitting smoking because I help people quit with hypnosis. I've been doing it a long time. The people that quit straight away, you can quit in one session. It's as if there's a smoking program that's running within you, and I guide you to that program, but you're in control the entire time. You're making all the choices, all the decisions, and you get to do whatever you want with that smoking program. Turn it off, crush it, destroy it, whatever makes sense for you. And that's what's powerful in. Oh, cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's what's so cool about hypnosis is you don't have to understand why it works, but it works. So if you're wanting, a lot of people use hypnosis for like wealth wiring or to change their mindset about their like if you're constantly self-sabotaging, it's not just in smoking, it can be for other things, right? If you're self-sabotaging every time you get a little bit of success, a little bit of money, and then you sabotage so you don't get it very often, you don't get that success very often, that's a real thing. And that's something that you can change through hypnosis as well. So, with quitting smoking, a lot of people want to know, like, what happens after they quit? Well, your body already knows how to heal. Your body knows what to do to heal. It's sort of like an automatic response. And yeah, really, really. People struggle though with smoking, and there's so much stigma. Like in this program, there's no shame, guilt, or judgment. So what's really cool is that there's no shame, guilt, or judgment, and that's not helpful. So I want you to be on the other side of smoking, where you're just smoke free, you're moving on with your life, you're having a great time. Um, uh, shoot. What happens to your skin though after you stop smoking? When you smoke, now I'm not a doctor, but I know that nicotine and all the chemicals in cigarettes, they affect your collagen. So you've seen smokers, right, where they have wrinkles, their skin is dry and crepey, and they're like, what is going on? Yeah, so after you quit, can you imagine now the collagen can actually not be hindered by the chemicals in cigarettes. So the collagen can do its thing. So a lot of people after they quit, they look better, like they have a better glow. They just don't look as as bad as they did when they smoked. And it's because the collagen is now, yeah, the collagen is now doing its thing. So what's really great is that um, people want to quit usually because they want more time to spend with their kids and family, and they don't want to have oxygen or not be able to breathe. And people will tell me, look, like out of the blue, now they're winded all the time. They can't do things. They can't keep up with their grandkids. Um, so there's a lot of motivation there. But even though you know you want to quit, it doesn't really get the job done because people don't even know why they're smoking sometimes. So that's where hypnosis can be really powerful. It's as if that program that's running, you can change it. So just like any program within you. And if you want more information, I put in the description my link you can schedule a free consultation. I'd be happy to go through how you can be smoke free, how you can get to the other side of that. And, the struggle is the embarrassment. This isn't a society that really really welcomes smokers. We really kind of ostracize smokers. We don't really treat them very well. They have to go outside, buy a trash can, or and even people who are ex-smokers can be like really rude. Um, and some smokers even take great steps to think that they're hiding the cigarettes, um, or the smell. And I can tell you, you're not. I don't care what kind of body spray you use. You're not hiding the smell. It's in your clothes. It's in your hair. It's in your skin. People can smell you. And another thing I want to tell smokers is, if you think no one knows you smoke, that's a lie you keep telling yourself. There are no closet smokers, because everybody knows, because we can smell it on you. So it's not to feel shameful or anything. Just don't keep lying to yourself. Like, people know you smoke. Your family knows you smoke. They just don't call you out on it out of respect. So if you want to thoroughly quit smoking, here are some questions you should ask yourself. Why do you want to quit? Where are you on that number line? And what things have you tried? Why do you think they haven't worked? Even with hypnosis, no one's going to pull the cigarette out of your mouth. So even with hypnosis, it doesn't force you to do anything. You have to be in the mental state that you're ready. And if I am talking to someone who is 1000% ready, you're at a 15 out of 10 ready. This is for you, because I've seen this work over and over and over again. And I have this program that can help you, where there's an activity you do the night before your session with me. The day of your session with me, that's your quit date. And then I get you a powerful hypnosis recording to listen to after your session. And you listen to it for 21 days. It helps lock in what we did in the live session. So my clients that have done phenomenally and they quit straight away, like I had this guy who was a smoker for 44 years, 2 packs a day. He had tried everything else to quit. He didn't even know anything about hypnosis, didn't care about, like, you don't have to understand hypnosis for it to work. So he quit straight away, and he was like so excited he could finally smell coffee again. Like, he didn't even know, like, that wasn't his motivation, but he was like, yeah, I can smell it again. Um, because we know what happens if you don't quit. So after the session, I get you a powerful hypnosis recording to listen to. You listen to it every day for about for 21 days, because it takes 21 days to lock in a new habit, and it can be reinforcement to everything we did in the live session. So what's great about that is you get lifetime unlimited access to that recording. And it's really special. I made the recording, it's subliminal, which means my voice, the quit smoking suggestions, they're at a volume only your subconscious can pick up on. It's also special because the music I use will get you into hypnosis. So obviously no driving or operating machinery while you listen to it. So imagine for 21 days, you just close your eyes for 20 minutes, listen to the recording, and then just go on about your day. So this program is a framework, and it has worked over and over and over again. The clients, though, that I've noticed that don't do this well, what they have done, they're really tricky. Like, they try to get nicotine in some other way, or they just don't listen to the recording consistently. But what's interesting about that is they're not tricking me. I mean, I'm just trying to help them quit. They're really trying to trick themselves. Like, oh, I'll just switch to cloves, or I'll just vape instead, or I'll smoke one less. It's like, no, ask yourself, if you are struggling to quit, ask yourself, why do you think you need it? And the reason that you think you need it is what you need to work on in regard to your coping skills. So if you say you're still smoking because your life is stressful, it's because you don't have great coping skills for dealing with stress. So what happens is over a period of 20 years or so, people quit so many times and relapse that every time they relapse, they develop a little bit better on their coping skills. So that last time they quit sometimes, their coping skills are better and they're like, oh, okay, now I can do it because I know how I'm going to handle things. So a big thing you can do for yourself before you quit is to develop, watch YouTube videos, do some research, spend some time looking at coping skills for anxiety and stress. I have noticed that a lot of smokers have off the charts anxiety and stress. And it's probably the nicotine, of course. All the stimulants in the cigarettes doesn't help you. It makes it worse. So that relief though that you feel when you smoke, because I know you're already saying, but I feel better after I smoke. That relief that you feel, you're just satisfying the nicotine receptors in your brain. They've got a dose of nicotine, so they're like, oh, thank God. But if it really was satisfying, you wouldn't ever need to smoke again. You notice though that pretty soon, an hour or 5 hours later, you want another cigarette because those nicotine receptors, now they want they want another shot of nicotine. So it's really not helping you because you keep craving it. You keep wanting more nicotine, right? Or the same amount of nicotine. If it were really helping you, you'd be like, I feel better. I don't need it. Also, another reason why you feel better after you smoke, think about it. When you have a cigarette, you take long, deep inhalations. You're taking a long, deep breath. Try doing it without a cigarette and notice you'll feel better. So we know for a fact, studies have shown that nicotine, the majority of nicotine is out of, and I'm not a doctor, this is just what I read. A reasonable person knows this, that after about 72 hours, nicotine is out of your body. The majority of it, right? And do your own research, right? You don't have to take my word for it. So if it's out of your body, if the majority of nicotine or most of the nicotine is out of your body in 72 hours, then why do you crave it 2-3 weeks after you've quit? And you haven't had a cigarette for 2 or 3 weeks, why are you craving a cigarette? Because there's something in your life that is stressful and you don't know how to cope with it. So when you strengthen your coping skills, you won't be thinking of cigarettes. It's just like someone runs to get chocolate every time they're upset. It's because they've linked them in their brain. I feel better when I eat chocolate. So now every excuse they can, they're eating chocolate because we want to feel better all the time. I get it. I get it. But my point is, I'm trying to help you mentally get in that place where you're 100% ready. And if you are ready, great. My link is in the description. Just click on it. It will take you to Calendly. Just pick a day and time for a free consultation. And just know that I will call you once I see that link. I'll call you immediately just to confirm everything. All right. So the day of your session with me is your quit date. So if you schedule your session for tomorrow or the day after, that's your quit date. You're done. And then and I know it's hard to believe. I know it's hard to believe you can be on the other side of it that quick, but you can. Others have done it. What's really great about quitting is what I have seen is my clients, once they quit, they're like, you know what? Now I want to lose weight. And then they lose weight. Now maybe then they want to stop nail biting or they want to stop alcohol. They want to stop drinking. They want to eat healthy. Why? Because you've done the hardest thing in your mind. You've already won the hardest battle, which is the smoking, right? Maybe not the hardest battle, but the one that you really wanted to overcome. You did it. So why does it become easier? Because you can't argue with the fact that you are now a non-smoker. And you can't argue with the fact that now you have more confidence. So of course you're going to tackle new things. Of course, I've had people tell me that they quit smoking and they lost weight. And it's because quit smoking first if you're in that place, because once you can breathe easier, it's easier to lose weight too. But then you have the confidence to do it. And that confidence, I know it doesn't sound like a lot, But that confidence is like, I quit and now I'm going to lose weight. It's easier for you to achieve your goals, I think, after you quit smoking. It just it just is. So if you're struggling and you're like, "Oh, it feels like the hardest thing." No, because you're gonna go on and do other great things. You just see, the brain really, really wants you to stay where it's familiar. And smoking for you is familiar. It's a habit, it's a routine, it's just what you do. See, everybody tells you to quit, but they don't tell you how. Well, I'm telling you how. Through this program that I have, I've helped people quit who have literally tried everything and nothing was lasting. Nothing, maybe just a short period of time, and then they went right back to it. So I guess that's really what I want to come on here to tell you, is that there's some things you can do before. You can work on your confidence. You can work on developing better coping skills. You can work on, understanding the stress that's in your life. Now, that we're all going to have stress, right, and anxiety. Like, that's a part of life. But if your stress and anxiety is off the hook, like you're having a kitchen sink moment where you're like, I cannot take, like, I am, this amount of stress is too much. You got to make some changes in your life, positive changes, right? Because even as a non-smoker, like, you're still going to have bills. You're still going to have, a family to take care of. You're still going to have, the stresses. That's not going away. So set yourself up for success and start watching some YouTube videos about coping skills, um, or whatever you think you need. Look at your life and go, you know what? My job is super, maybe your job is super stressful, your career. Maybe you can't stand it and you're looking for something else. There's other things out there. I'm not telling you to leave your job. I'm not. I'm just saying, look at the stress in your life and make some decisions. A lot of people, this is crazy. Let's talk about triggers. A lot of people smoke while they're on the phone with me during their consultation, and don't think I can't hear it. I'm just too polite to say anything. Um, so like, they're on the phone with me and I can hear the lighter click, click, and then I hear them taking a breath. It's like, dude, I hear you. Like, I'm not judging you, but I get it. The phone is a big trigger. I get it. A lot of times coffee is a trigger. Sometimes sodas, people want to smoke while they're drinking a soda, or for sure coffee. Just walking the dog can be a trigger. What else? After you eat, in the vehicle, uh, just driving in the vehicle can be a trigger. Um, what else? Right before bed. Some people get up in the middle of the night to smoke. Um, for some people that are heavy smokers, they're never not smoking, and they're really hard to talk to. Just know you're hard to talk to because you're so stimulated with the nicotine and all the junk that's in cigarettes. Um, you can cut down. You can. And that's part of taking your control back, is when you deny yourself, like, when you tell yourself you can only smoke at certain times, or when you cut back and say, I'm only smoking at these times, or I'm only doing it this, all of a sudden you realize you're not missing those other cigarettes. It was just something that you let yourself do for a while, right? Like, it's not a reward. It's like, it's, and most people, like, a lot of people actually see, if you're a smoker, I get it, where you might think of it as a friend or a break or a reward where you get to step outside and take a breath. It's not the cigarette that is helping you. It's the stepping outside into the fresh air and getting away from the stress inside your office or inside your house or whatever. That's what's helping you. Taking long, deep breaths, try it without a cigarette. You'll feel better. But so these are things you can do on your own. But just know, if you've already tried everything and you know nothing has worked, this is where you need some help. And this program can help you get where you want to go, because you're not doing it alone. I even follow up with you after a week after a session to see how you're doing. I do that by text message. Then I follow up again around day 21 to see how you're doing as well. So you're not really alone, but you have all the tools to to be just smoke free and just go on with your life. And most people are pretty excited to do that. I hope this helped you. I hope that I gave you some tips that can help and some hope that there's a program out there that has worked. You can go to my website and see a ton of testimonials. It's Mary, Kay, Richardson.com. So Mary, Kay, Richardson.com. Yeah, there's loads of testimonials on there. But if you're wanting a consultation, just it's in the description. Just click the link, and we'll be in touch. And you could be smoke free literally in a few days. All right, be well, my friends. I will see you next time. Yeah, I don't know how to stop this. Let's see. All right, there's my camera. Okay. Okay. That's all. Thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Oh, there we go. All right, be well, my